Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is Charles Eisenstein. And today's message speak about discipline. Discipline really. And often we have that sense of discipline, that discipline is something that we have to force ourselves to do, push ourselves to do, grind it out, because maybe it feels to us like a part of us is just not disciplined at all. I think often we get this completely wrong. So today's message explores that. How can we understand discipline in a different way? Sunmary, good morning. It's great seeing you. Hello. You are in a process of remembering who you really are. What if that has everything to do with our sense of discipline? Remembering who you really are. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. We get caught up in the whirlwind of responsibilities, expectations, and societal norms, often forgetting the essence of our being. But amidst this chaos, there is a quiet voice within us urging us to remember our true selves and our purpose in this world. Danae, good morning. Hello, it is so good to see you. When we reconnect with our true essence, then discipline ceases to be a struggle. It becomes a natural expression of our soul's purpose. Because when you remember who you are, you also remember what it is that you need to do, what you're here to do. Then there's no need for forcing or fighting, because you will be in alignment with the purpose of your soul. Just like a tree that needs no one to stand next to it and force it into growing some more, we too find ourselves effortlessly drawn towards our path when we remember who we are. Anthony, good evening, or is it good morning? Hello, it's good to see you, man. It is good morning, I got that right. Awesome seeing you, dude. Charles Eisenstein says, true discipline is really just self-remembering. No forcing or fighting is necessary. True discipline has everything to do with remembering who we are and then living that. He says, the logic is backward. Genius is the result of doing what you love, not a prerequisite for doing what you love. You don't need to have genius and then do what you love. Doing what you love is what leads to genius. Charlene, a very good morning. Lorraine, good morning. It is awesome seeing you. Hello. And the last thought from Charles Eisenstein is, trust your intuition and be guided by love. Trust your intuition and let that guide you. If you are in alignment with your soul, then you will be the natural expression of your soul. And how to create will be a lot more obvious. This doesn't mean that you have to create a company that makes you a billionaire, or that you have to start a social movement that changes the world. Finding alignment with your soul is not about grand gestures or monumental achievements. It may just mean that you bloom where you are, and that just like a flower, the expression of your soul is always in service of the world around you. When you get into alignment with who you really are, you will naturally create at your highest potential, and you will find happiness in exactly who you are being. If you're in alignment with your being, you will never need to try and be anything else. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together. Today's journey is a bit of an exploration of self. It is exploring some of the elements that make up our personality, in order to be reminded of the real being that we are, the the soul, the wisdom that can hold all of the other parts. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes, and here we go, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then again let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Continue your own full body breathing on your own time. Really get into the rise in your body as you inhale. And also really get into the softening of your body as you exhale. In today's meditation, we take the opportunity to invite some of our inner children for a conversation. I call them inner children because they live within us. These are narratives we've picked up since childhood. We could call them elements of our personality. Some modalities call them parts. The labels are really not important. We could also just refer to them as emotions we experience. The examples I will use today are guilt and shame and fear. Even though I call them inner children, we don't always experience them as children. We can experience them as very adult parts of ourselves. However you experience these three elements, guilt, shame, and fear, let's open ourselves to inviting them to come and sit with us. In my mind, this always looks a little bit like the grade 1 teacher sitting on the carpet in the classroom and saying to the kids, "Come and sit with me. Come and sit around me on the carpet. We're going to have a conversation." So while we invite guilt, the part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences feeling guilty, shame, a part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences shame, and fear, a part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences feeling scared, I want to ask you to see if you can form any kind of mental picture of what these inner children might look like. While you're listening to guilt speak, could you perhaps form a mental image of what guilt looks like while you listen to it? The same with shame and the same with fear. And it is not super important that you find a clear image. But what is helpful is to just open yourself to the possibility. While I'm listening to the scared part of me, what might the scared part of me look like? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. And just imagine inviting these inner children to do these breathing exercises, stretching exercises with us. Could you have these inner children also stretch and adjust? They don't have to, but invite them along anyway. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Big half circles. Loosening up your neck muscles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in slow circles, loosening up your shoulder muscles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, take a moment to focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. And then one more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at the very least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, I want to remind you of the inner children that we are inviting to come and sit with us today. Today's examples are guilt, the part of us that feels guilty sometimes, or perhaps just the emotion, that emotional state of guilt. Shame, the part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences some sense of shame. And then fear, the part of us that sometimes feels scared. Bring these three inner children closer, and as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, let these inner children know that we are here to listen. We are here to allow them to speak. We want them to be heard. Take your next big breath. We turn our attention first to guilt. Part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences a sense of guilt. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, I want you to remind yourself of what guilt feels like in your system. When guilt is your inner experience, then what are your inner narratives like? What are the thoughts that go through your mind when guilt rears its head? Just imagine for a moment that you could form an image, a picture of what this part of you looks like while you listen to guilt speak. What might that part of you speaking look like? And right now, can you just make it safe for guilt to be heard? Take your next big breath. Then we'll extend our conversation with this specific inner child and ask guilt a question. Ask the question without trying to force an answer. Ask the question and also kind of let it go. And just see what comes, what rises to the surface. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, turn towards guilt and say to this inner child, guilt, in those moments when you're so flooded with guilt, what is it that you are afraid will happen? What is it that you're afraid is going to happen? Now take your next big breath and just listen. Take a moment to thank guilt for being seen, for being heard. We know that it takes courage. It takes courage to be seen and to be heard. Thank you. We'll turn our attention now to shame, the part of us that perhaps sometimes experiences a sense of shame. Very similar to guilt, but not exactly the same. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, we're asking shame to speak. I'm asking that you remind yourself of what it feels like in your system when you experience shame. When that old narrative surfaces again. What does it say? What is that narrative? What's the story of shame on repeat? Take a moment to just listen to it again. Take your next big breath. Then we're extending the conversation with shame by asking a question. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, turn towards shame. See if you could form an image of what this inner child would look like. And again, it's not important that you see anything. It's just really helpful to be open to this. As you turn towards shame, ask this question. Say, shame, please tell me how it is that you wanted things to be different. How is it that you wanted things to be different? Then take your next big breath and just listen. Take a moment to thank shame. Thank you for stepping up, for being seen, for being heard. It is such a brave thing to do. Thank you, shame. Then we'll turn our attention towards fear. The part of us that sometimes feels scared. And there are many reasons why a part of us can feel scared. Let's allow that part to speak. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, what does it feel like when fear floods your system? What is that inner voice that speaks when scared is how you feel? Just take a moment to remind yourself of the thoughts, the words, the sentences, the story that's on repeat when you feel fear. Take your next big breath. We're extending our conversation with fear by asking this question. Take a look at this inner child and say, fear, in those moments when you feel so scared, what is it that you really want for me? What is your deep desire for me? Then take your next big breath and listen. We're saying thank you to fear. Thank you for allowing yourself to be seen and to be heard. And now for a moment, let's shift our attention to something different. Shift your attention to the part of you that was just able to take a look at guilt. The part of you that could hold the space for shame to be seen and to be heard. The part of you that could ask fear to speak without being flooded by fear. Perhaps ask these three inner children, guilt, shame, and fear, to sit before you. Get a good look at them again, just to remind yourself that you are observing these inner children. You are observing these experiences without being flooded by them. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to just experience this bigger part of you. This wiser part of you. This part of you that has arms strong enough to hold these inner children while they speak. Take a moment to just sit and feel your being. Take your next big breath. We don't always need to resolve what these inner children are experiencing. But when we allow them to speak, when we allow them to be seen and to be heard, really when we are allowing them to be held, then we're practicing being the strongest version of ourselves. And who are you when you become more of this bigger version of you, this wiser version of you? When this becomes more of your default, who are you then? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll ask the same question again as a moment ago. When you step into that space where you can hold parts of you who are crying, who are you being when you step into that space? And this is what Charles Eisenstein speaks about when he says, when we're in touch with that part, our true being, then discipline is no longer something we have to force ourselves to do. When you're aligned with your being, then true discipline is really just self-remembering. Remembering the being who you are. There'll be no forcing, no fighting, just expressing the true being that you are. He says the logic here is backwards. We tend to think that we first have to find some kind of genius in order to do what we love. He says that's backwards. Doing what we love, giving expression to the being that we are, that is our genius. That's how our genius gets expressed. Genius is the result of doing what you love and being who you are. He says, trust. Trust in your intuition. Trust in your true being. Trust in your inner wisdom. And let yourself be guided by this love. So here's to remembering who we really are. We are the wisdom that can hold a space for guilt to be felt. We are the true being that can hold a space for shame to be seen, to be heard, to be held. We are the wisdom that can listen to what fear is saying and say, I get that you'd be scared, but I've got you. I'm holding you, and we're doing this together. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to step into the space of my true being. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for feeling the empowerment that is there when I'm in a space where I can allow for everything to be felt. Guilt, shame, fear, and more. Feeling the strength that is available in me when I can allow everything to be felt. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for getting better at listening to this quieter, strong part of me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to find my guidance there. Becoming guided by the quiet, strong, wise part of me. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for becoming a safe space for your inner children. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunway. Thank you, Danae. Thank you for sharing this space with us. Lots of love to you all. Ciao, ciao.